What is up, Packer fans? Back again. Here we are, week 3 of the NFL. The Packers at home against the Saints at noon on Sunday. So this is a big opportunity for the Packers to kind of separate themselves a little bit in the NFC North. The Vikings are 0-2. They play the Chargers, who are also 0-2. I like the Chargers in that game. The Lions at home against the Falcons. The Falcons just beat us. And then the Bears go, I think they play the Chiefs. I'm not sure where it is, but the Bears play the Chiefs. Their season's all but over. Their defensive coordinator just got raided by the FBI. Fields is throwing the coaches under the bus. So that's a wrap there in Chicago. Detroit looks okay. They're not as good as everybody thought after losing at home against Seattle last week. And the Vikings 0-2. I kind of thought after 11-0 last year for the Vikings in one-score games that their season would be a little bit different. And for the Packers, wow, I can't believe they're 1-1 even after the road start. I know they beat the Bears, but they were so close against the Falcons. Blew that fourth quarter. They lost by 1 point, 25-24. The Packers, hopefully the young guys learned a lot from that game. The old guys have to kind of teach the young guys, but there was a lot of little mistakes, coaching mistakes. So LaFleur should have called timeout before the field goal attempt. And then we had a punt. And then just some other times, the defensive coordinator didn't adjust enough to stop the run in the fourth quarter. We couldn't get the ball moving in the fourth. Love was 6-6 in the third and 0-6 in the fourth. Just kind of tough to watch. But for Jordan Love, his first game starting at Lambeau. He's played some snaps at Lambeau, but he started at KC, and then he played a little bit against the Eagles in Philly. But most of the games where he played like actual snaps was on the road. He hasn't had a lot of home games where the snaps actually mattered. So for Love, his first start as a Packer in Lambeau Field, pretty much super exciting for him, and hopefully he can keep carrying on this success that he's had on the road in this week as well. But we're going up against the New Orleans Saints, who do have one of the best defenses in the league, top 5 in many of the defensive categories that really matter. And yes, it's only week 3 after week 2, and yes, they played the Titans. Tannehill, they only beat them by 1 point. It was like 16-15. So for the Saints, I mean, that's a good game. They held Derrick Henry in check, but Tannehill is not really a threat, and that Titans team isn't really offensive, so it's kind of a defensive struggle, won by a point. And then last week they played the Carolina Panthers with Bryce Young and a rookie in his second game against a tough defense. They only won 20-17. Derek Carr and that Saints offense have not been super explosive. They do have a lot of great pieces, but Alvin Kamara still suspended. Jamal Williams just went down with a hamstring. And so they do have Chris Olave on the outside, Michael Thomas, Juwan Johnson. They have Rashid Shaheed, the speedster, second-year player. So they do have some weapons. Offensive line is decent. They have a rookie, Trevor Penning, on the left tackle side, and then the Badger, Ramczyk, on the right side. But otherwise, the offense with Derek Carr is just not super explosive, not yet. Carr's thrown 2 picks, only 1 touchdown, and been sacked 8 times. So for the Packers, this is an opportunity on defense to get after the Saints offense. Yes, the Saints are going to try to throw the ball around a little bit, but without a running game, without Kamara, without Williams, they're going to a guy who was on the practice squad before last week, Tony Jones Jr., who as a rookie years ago had one of his best games against the Packers, but I think the Packers kind of make some adjustments. Hopefully they can get after it on defense, stop the run, force the Saints to pass, and then do what they do in the secondary. Still cannot believe that Darnell Savage didn't pick off that weird flea flicker lateral play that they did, and he just mistimed the jump. But otherwise, Jair dropped an interception, Quay Walker dropped an interception. I think Derek Carr is going to throw some, so the Packers need to be ready and get after it for sure. But on defense is where the Saints are strong. So the defensive line, they have Cameron Jordan. He's been doing it for a long time. Linebacker, Demario Davis, he's a beast. And then in the secondary, they have Honey Badger at safety and then Marshawn Lattimore at corner. Every level, they have basically Pro Bowl, All-Pro guys. And this is going to be a real test for Jordan Love and that offense. I just think, Jordan Love's been playing good. He's been playing really well, way above pretty much anybody's predictions or standards or thoughts. And so he just has to keep doing what he's doing. I like the fire that he brings when he runs the ball. He's a big framed kid, 6'4", and he's been slinging it. So, and then in the backfield, we do get Aaron Jones back this week. He practiced yesterday. He looked really good. barring any setbacks, he will be there, knock on wood. And so that's a big lift for us. We know that A.J. Dillon has been struggling. I think he bounces back a little bit in this game. Hopefully gets up to that 4 yard per carry average and can kind of add a piece to this offense, because when it gets cold, the Packers are going to need to run the ball, and we're going to need Dillon to step up. Aaron Jones obviously showing some injury issues already. We need Dillon to be the next man up if Jones goes out again. So really a big opportunity for the Packers to get that running game going again with Aaron Jones back. Hopefully David Bakhtiari will be back on the left side. I think it was just a turf-related issue that he didn't want to play. The next 2 games are on grass, at home, at Lambeau, but they're Sunday and Thursday. So it's a big question mark. Is he going to play both of them? Is it only because it was turf that he didn't play last week against the Falcons? If that's the case and he plays this little double back-to-back here, it's going to be interesting to see, because there's a lot of important games in our schedule and in the future, if we make it farther and farther, that are going to be on turf, and we'll need Bakhtiari out there. So big question marks there, but Alkin Jenkins, he will be out, so the offensive line will be shuffled a little bit. Royce Newman played well in his spot last week, but he's a guy that he's had a lot of ups and downs, so we'll see how it goes. But offensive line, all in all, has played really, really well. Zach Tom has really held his own as a second-year man in the right tackle spot, so really exciting to see this offensive line kind of form, and hopefully Bakhtiari will be back out there. But Jordan Love, he's going to have his running back back. He's going to have Dobbs out there. He's going to have Reed out there, but he's not going to have Christian Watson likely. He has just not made the steps. He practiced a little bit. They took him off yesterday, but I just don't think he's going to be all the way ready to go on Sunday. We'll see if anything changes today or tomorrow before the game, and then we'll go from there. But Watson right now, I do not think will play, but Reed has really stepped up. 2 touchdowns last week. Dontavian Wicks, the rookie, got a touchdown after a really nice run after the catch. Dobbs had 2 scores week 1. He kind of got shut down last week. 2 catches, 30 yards, I think. So this offense has a lot of pieces. Luke Musgrave's been getting in the mix. I think I like him a lot at tight end. Haven't seen a lot of Tucker Kraft, but Josiah DeGuara's out there too. So there's some pieces moving around, and this offense has been moving the ball. It's kind of been, boom or bust for the offense, though. Either they're 3 and out or they score a touchdown. They're the best team in the NFL right now, like 83% in red zone scoring. So the Packers just keep doing that and kind of get some of those other drives rolling a little bit more than they have been. Limit some of these 3 and outs, and they can look really good on offense. Like I said, this defense is going to be tough, though. But I think the Packers have what it takes on the offensive side of the ball to move it. Getting Jones back is huge. Cross your fingers on Christian Watson. Hopefully he is ready to go, but I doubt it. And then we'll see what the issue is with Bakhtiari. Thank goodness the Packers have a lot of good offensive linemen, and we can piece it in if we need to. Last week, Rasheed Walker, the second-year man out of Penn State last year, pretty much was a guy that didn't suit up for any game, practice squad, kind of just rode the bench, and now he's starting at left tackle. So huge improvement for him, and kind of cool to see. But Packers, got to get back after it on defense, like I was saying. Get after the run, try to catch those interceptions. The pick 6 would have been by Jair if he would have caught that. Definitely would have been a pick 6. And then Quay, would have been great field position right there. And those are 2 huge moments in the game and could really change the momentum. And, on the road, that's what you need. So got to help our young guys when veterans have an opportunity to make plays like that. I know Quay is still young, but for Jair, he has to make that play, return it to the house. So go Pack go. Hopefully they can get after it this week. I do think the Packers win this. Then they have a bounce back game right away on Thursday against the Lions at Lambeau. So hopefully we can get out of here with a win, blow them out, get the starters out quick, and then rest them for Thursday. That's kind of the optimal situation. But I know this defense is going to come to play, and hopefully the Packers do the same. First game at Lambeau, guys. Go cheer them up. And remember, don't do the wave when the Packers are on offense. LaFleur has said that over and over and over and over. So, all right, go Pack, go. Peace out, guys. See you next time.